You don't have to get up at 5 a.m. This is not another productivity challenge. This Winter Ark Journey is my invitation to you to soften, to ground, and to reconnect to your body, mind, your skin, and ultimately to your nervous system. If you're healing, the last thing you want to do is going into functioning and performance mode. And that's exactly why I created this nervous system friendly Winter Ark Journey. My intention with this Winter Ark is not about hustling, it's about creating rituals and routines that nurture you and bring back safety into your body. What is this Winter Ark Journey for? In my space, this is a 3-month journey where you will focus on stabilizing your nervous system, reconnecting to your body, healing your skin, and building nourishing and grounding routines in order for you to start 2026 with clarity, with groundedness. So when the new year begins, you are clear, centered, and connected. The ultimate goal of this journey is that you start 2026 with clarity, with groundedness, that you feel centered and connected rather than burned out and stressed. And I invite you to join me on this journey. So if you're new here, my name is Jana, and this is a space for feminine energy, nervous system healing, and integration. And if you feel called to do so, stay with me and also join me on this journey. Let's dive in. How can you join and what is the structure of this journey? The structure and the guidance of this journey is throughout this workbook. I created this workbook to give you some clarity and guidance how you can implement and what you can focus on throughout the coming weeks. Rather than being overwhelmed, where should I start? What should I do? This is exactly the workbook I created to answer all of these questions. And we're going to dive into it now, presenting you the overall structure and how we use this workbook. I divided this Winter Ark Journey into 2 phases. The first one will be the first 6 weeks, starting from now, the autumn phase. And the second phase are the last 6 weeks of this journey. Each phase will focus on different areas, and therefore you will have new structures, new timelines, and new content that will support you throughout this journey. You can also see some of the areas keep repeating itself, meaning they will be the same, but you will get different reflection questions, you will have different focus points where you will go deeper or adjust a little bit. For example, in this first phase, autumn, we will focus on decluttering, so letting go of things we no longer need, meaning within yourself, but also within your home. I created this beautiful guidance template that will support you in letting go of really what you don't need at home. And this helps you to get more clarity and feel more safe and grounded, not only within your body, but within your home, because your home is a reflection of your inner world. And there are also exercises like reframing, learning how to come out of that victim mentality and taking back your power, focusing on what you can actually put work into, what you can focus on, not so much on what is not here yet, but what can I actually do? How can I empower myself? How can I look forward to these things with a more clear and grounded mindset? And in the second phase, from mid-November till end of December, we will have beautiful body rituals or cacao ceremony, how to create your own cacao ritual. These are all inspiration and routines that will bring back groundedness into your body, that will help you to reconnect to your own safety and own individuality. And throughout this journey, we will have this beautiful skincare trackers. One of the areas I want to focus on is especially skin care, because our skin is our biggest organ. And for me, this had a really profound meaning throughout my healing journey, and it still is. I'm still in that phase, and I want to share that with you. So I invite you to join this journey and also use this as an inspiration. Like, what do you want your skin to look like? How can you nurture it even more? And how are we doing that? With beautiful herbal teas. I will show you throughout this journey what kind of teas are actually specially for skin, for gut health, for the liver. And also meals. What kind of meals can you eat and create and start routines and rituals that will bring you this clarity, not only within yourself, but also into your skin. Let's start together. Before we start this journey, you will take some time and reflect on the overall 3 months. What is your overall vision for this Winter Ark journey? What do you want to take out of this 3 months? You take some time and you write that down. The next part is you will focus on your own individual focus area. These are a few examples what you can focus on, and you will define, okay, what is important to me? What do I need for this winter to feel centered, grounded, and connected? You will nurture these areas over the next 6 weeks. And again, you can come up in the first weeks, it's decluttering. In the second week, you're going to start with your skincare. So it's all up to you. And there's absolutely no pressure. This is inspiration. And moving through this journey means you will have fun. You will feel light. It's supposed to be here to give you some inner strength and love and clarity, and not to push you or to bring you back into stress. Identity. Who are you becoming throughout this journey? On this page, you will reflect on the identity, the traits, the way you move, the way she feels. What are her words to herself? How does she look? So you will define the identity you're going to become into the next 90 days. And this identity is a frequency. So you really have to feel her. With this exercise, you're going to connect to that. And the good part is, you can go back to this page over and over again to reconnect to that feeling throughout the journey. Aligning for this first 6 weeks. This page is all about clarity for your first 6 weeks of this Winter Ark journey. You will be asked to create a mood board for yourself. And with this mood board, I want you to put everything in this mood board that is representing the energy you're going to step into the next 6 weeks. This is the phase where I created my own mood board, and I also put in a little inspiration into this, where you will feel the energy and the needed clarity in order for you to move through the next 6 weeks. You can use this mood board for your background on your desktop or on your cell phone. And I want you to use this vision board, this mood board, for you to realign, to reconnect, to remember yourself, okay, these are the first 6 weeks, and this is how I want to feel. This is how the routines are looking. These are the meals I want to focus on. My skincare routine. These are the new areas I want to flourish in. Meditation, inner work, moving outside, moving slow, taking baths. So this is all about your own inspiration and putting it into a mood board. After we have created the overall structure of the 90 days, the identity, and also the alignment for the first phase of autumn and the mood board, now it's time to put these focus areas into our weekly tracker. The weekly tracker is for you. For each week, you're going to have this tracker to realign and to adjust. So let's say you take the Sunday, and with this weekly planner, you choose 3 of these focus areas. Throughout the journey, we have the inner work, the self-care, and the energetic stability. Let's say in the first week, from the focus area you just work out, you say, okay, for my inner work, I really want to start this 5-minute journaling routine or this 20 minutes meditation. So that's what you're going to do. That's what you put in here. And really important, your language. Don't say I have to, I will, because then it stays in the future. Say I choose. I choose to meditate for 5 minutes. There is so much more strength and clarity in the language you use. And then for self-care, let's say you want to start with herbal teas, which are also an inspiration in that book. And you say, okay, this week I choose to nurture myself with one new herbal tea. I'm going to go into that. And that's what you're going to do. You put it in there. The third area, the energetic stability, you can also see it as standards. Let's say you want to have less screen time, so you put that in there. This week I choose to have one no phone evening with candlelight. And that's what you're going to put in there. After you have defined 3 focus areas, again, from the focus areas you are choosing from the beginning of this workbook, you put it in here. This is for the first week. Put it in there. And then you have to break it down into daily habits. And here is no overall goal. You don't have to need as much daily tracker, daily habits. You can choose less. This is just an inspiration. Now you have to put these decisions you make into a tracker. Let's do it together. So this week you want to write into your journal and then you put it into here. Day, 5-minute journaling. And this is how you have it for your day. Or this week I choose to have one no phone evening, and you also put it in there. Maybe you do 2. Maybe it's not only 1. So you can keep track on that. And also routines you want to implement and keep doing throughout this journey, like drinking 2 liters of water or exercising for 30 minutes or an hour. And now we have our beautiful nervous system check-in. This is the weekly tracker for your nervous system. The focus of this journey is about your nervous system, meaning we have to connect to our body. How does our inner child feel? What is actually triggering us, and how can we move through that with more integrity, with a more loving and nurturing way? So this nervous system check-in is for you in the beginning of the week, so now, and at the end of the week. So when you start the new weekly tracker, you have a new blank page. Before you do that, you have your nervous system check-in. The advantage of using this weekly nervous system check-in is that you will be more clear and grounded within yourself throughout this journey and actually moving through your triggers and also through the pain with more stability. You will hold yourself accountable in a more loving and nurturing way. The next part of our weekly routine is our skincare tracker. This is so important to me because the skin is the biggest organ and it tells us a lot about our boundaries, because the skin is a reflection of our own boundary. It's the biggest organ and it's the first indicator if something is not good for us. For me, very important throughout my healing journey, and it still is a big topic for me, my skin, and I want to nurture and see what can I do? How can I move through this with more compassion? This skincare tracker helps you to, first of all, see where you are. Then you can also see, okay, what kind of products am I using? How are they nurturing my skin, or do they actually stress my skin? More importantly, where are you in your cycle? Remember, we are cycle beings, and this has a big impact on our skin and overall health and energy level. The skin and the nervous system are deeply connected with each other. And with these trackers, you have a beautiful guideline and connectedness to, okay, what is actually influencing me? What helps me? Where should I let go a little bit more of? And the tools in this book, like the herbal teas and the meals, they will support you and give you that more groundedness. So the gut is connected to the skin. And when we drink and eat in a different way, when we have a more healthy sleep pattern, our skin will be more better. And with the nervous system check-in, the weekly check-in, you will do exactly that. You will focus on your skin, your health, your beauty, and it will bring back more clarity and groundedness. This was the first introduction to how you start with this workbook and the Winter Ark Journey. There are more tools and insights I will share with you throughout the next week. This is my invitation to you to join me on this journey. With this video, you can just get started and you can define your overall goals and vision and be excited and actually relaxed for the upcoming weeks. I would love to do this together with you. You can purchase the workbook down below. It is a printable version, and then we will see each other from week to week. I will actually document this process here on YouTube, but more importantly on TikTok. So there will you have daily insights. I will go with you through the workbook, through the tracker, and more importantly, we will have this beautiful winter in an energy that is actually nurturing, grounding, and giving us something back. It's not about being stressed out, it's about coming back to your core. This is the first week where you can get started, become clear on your goals, on your vision, and your overall guidance for the first 6 weeks of this journey. If you have a friend and if you want to take someone else with you, invite her, take her with you. And I'm so excited to do this journey with you together, really. This came straight out of my soul, out of my heart. And I want to give you ladies something where you feel centered, loved, grounded, and just relaxed. And this is a space for integration, for your nervous system, and to ultimately moving through this winter with more ease. So join me. I'm so excited for that. And I see you either on YouTube or on TikTok. Have a beautiful day. And I see you in the next video where we will go deeper into the second week of this journey of decluttering, reframing, and putting the things into motion. So join me.